YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend that you subscribe. But if you've already subscribed to my channel, I just want to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for sharing my videos and even liking my videos. Because if you like my videos, it gets recommended to other users on YouTube. So I've received this question that have been asked by multiple people who have followers from everywhere. So some people are like worried. They're like, what if I win the green card lottery and I don't speak English? We have like people who live in countries where English is not their primary language, like Tanzania. We have people from China. We have people from all these countries, Pakistan, where English is not their primary language. And then now they want to ask and they want to know, I don't know how to speak English. How am I going to go to the interview when I don't speak English? And this is a legitimate question. Like they're asking, I won the green card lottery, but then now the interview is approaching. Or if I win the green card lottery and then I have to go to the interview and I don't know how to speak English, how do I go about it? Do I need to speak English to actually qualify to immigrate to the United States as a green card lottery winner? And the answer is no. You do not need to know English to immigrate to the United States as a DV lottery winner. And why? When you realize, when we were covering about the requirements for the green card lottery in October, there's nowhere where it mentioned speaking English as a requirement. Like when you look at all that application, all those requirements, there is no requirement that actually stated that you need to know how to speak English to apply for the green card lottery. So if it doesn't state there, it means it does not apply. So even if you don't speak English, you can actually immigrate to the United States on a green card lottery or green card lottery winner. So this is what you need to do. For one, when the embassy sends you stuff, or if you have to send anything, your education, your birth certificate, everything. If your maybe documentation is in Chinese, maybe your educational stuff is in Chinese or is in Pakistani or is in whatever language they speak over there. If you don't speak English and your documents are in another language, you will need to submit documents with the translation. So the documents need to be translated into English when you submit them to the embassy. So the embassy or those documents that you submit to the embassy, they need to be translated to English. And then when you show up to the embassy, you'll be like, okay, I'm going to go to the embassy. They will ask me questions in English. How am I going to go about that? And this is the solution. You have to find somebody who can translate English. And this person needs to be like, a professional translator. Why is it important to get a professional translator? Because, like English language, usually we speak different kind of English wherever we are from. So usually sometimes with the American English, if you get somebody who doesn't really understand the language really well, you might be asked a question, but because they don't understand the question or they did not understand the question that the interviewer asked, they will translate it to you in a wrong way. So you will give a wrong answer, not because you didn't know how to answer the question, but because your translator interpreted whatever was said wrong. And that can make you lose, be denied a visa. Why? Question like this, they'll be like, hey, do you think you will participate into, you'll be a terrorist in the United States? And maybe your translator, instead of clarifying the question, they ask you something else. And you said yes, So if you answer yes to a question where they're asking you if you're going to be a terrorist in the US, definitely you're not going to come here. Or if they ask you something about, have you ever said something bad about America? And then, have you been saying negative things or planning on doing something bad in America? And your translator maybe doesn't understand the question and then ask you the question in a different way. And you say yes. Guess what? You might be denied a visa, not because you didn't know the question, is because whoever translated the question did not do it correctly. That's why you need a professional translator. So when somebody that you take to the embassy with you, You're like, you know what, this person is going to be translating, will understand what is being asked, and then translate it accurately. And how are you going to do this? So when you realize, like, you know, you need a translator, you need to notify the embassy. So when you're going to the embassy, make sure you notify them ahead of time. You're like, you know what, I'm not gonna, you know, I don't know how to speak English, and when I come on the day of my interview, I will be bringing a translator with me. And then you can give, you know, the information for your translator so that the embassy knows what to expect. Like when you go there, you will have a translator with you. So in conclusion, you do not need to know how to speak English to actually go to the US if you win the green card lottery. English is not a requirement. You can learn English when you get here. But for the embassy, you will need somebody who will need to translate everything to you because the questions will be asked in English. So just make sure you get a translator. Some embassies, I don't know if all of them, some provide like translation services. I don't know. I heard that. I'm not sure about that. But then I heard like in some countries, they provide somebody who can translate it for you. But then it doesn't happen in some embassies. So you will need to take your translator with you. And some people use their family members. But again, I said, you can use a family member. But then if they don't understand the question, then they won't interpret the question accurately to you. So you just don't want to take a risk. So make sure you get somebody who is a professional translator to actually make sure, like, you know, your interview runs smoothly and you don't run the risk of being denied a visa because you provided the wrong response. And then on your search engine, you're going to type nafulaconnect.com. And then when you click enter, it will bring you to my website. So what you're looking for is Nafula Academy. So you're going to click on Nafula Academy. And then it brings you to this page here, which shows you enrollment is open. You can register now. If you're a student in Africa or anywhere and you want to come to study in the United States, you go down here and then it says apply for university in USA. So you can apply for undergraduate studies, graduate studies, which is master's, or postgraduates, which is, you know, a PhD. And then to begin, you can just pay a consultation. And then once you pay the consultation, you can send us your papers, like, you know, your education documents, and we'll review those. And then we'll schedule a one-on-one Zoom meeting with you. And we'll tell you what your options are, what schools you can apply to. But then for that, you will have to do the process yourself if you just pay the consultation. If you go to the package here, if you decide to book this package here, which is $850, then we do the application for you. So we'll review your qualifications, we'll look for the colleges, we'll look for scholarship, we'll apply everything, we'll help you complete the DS-160, we'll book an appointment in the embassy if you need that, we'll take care of your service, we'll take care of everything, we'll do the interview preparation and everything. So if you book this package here, then you get everything. But then if you just book the consultation, the $50, we just look at your documents and advise you on what colleges to apply, and you have to do the process yourself. For foreign registered nurses who want to register for NCLEX in New York, you come down here, it says step-by-step course, NCLEX registration in New York. So it says enroll now because the enrollment is open. So when you click on enroll now, it takes you to the course. So here it says welcome, and then it has, you know, a few information. And then on this page here, you can, you know, if you don't know what your eligibility requirements are, so it tells you what is in this course. And when you go down here, it lists what's in the course. So you can see, you know, introduction, we tell you about, you know, child abuse, whatever you need for this to register for NCLEX in New York. All of that is in this course. So you can choose either to go down here for $150, you can enroll now, or alternatively, like if you come to this page here and you say get started, it will take you to a checkout page. And then for the payment, you can pay either by PayPal, or you can use a credit or debit card, a bank card. And then also, you know, you can put all the information here. and then you can just put, like if you're in Kenya, you can put your billing in Kenya or whatever country you're in. And then once you buy, then it will tell you, you know, it will take you to a place where here I'm logged in with my business email account. But then for you, you'll be required to enter an email address, and then after you pay, you'll get a message that you know, you can create a username and a password, and then you'll be able to log in to the course. And then if you want to download it on your smartphone, you can download the app. It will tell you how to do that. But then if you just want to access it online, then you'll have a user word and a password that you can use, and then you can access the course. So that is how you enroll in the course. You just go to nafulaconnect.com, head out to Nafula Academy on nafulaconnect.com. If you want to register for NCLEX in New York, you just click enroll now. But if you're a student who wants help to apply for colleges here, you can either book a consultation for $50, or you can just pay $850 and we'll do everything for you. And we have professionals who do this. We're just not like, you know, we hired people to actually do this, who have experience, who have knowledge with all those scholarship, the application process. So we're not just getting somebody from the bush to actually apply. We're getting professionals to make sure that you're getting appropriate scholarships, you're getting set up with good programs. So when you come to the United States, you won't suffer because you have to pay for school. If you're coming for a PhD, we'll try to find you a scholarship. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.